All right, so now for example number 6. Example number 6, we're given the function f of x is equal to x cubed minus 4x. And we're basically told the same thing. You know, when is this thing increasing, right? And when is it decreasing? So based on our previous example, what's the first thing? I'm not going to graph it. I mean, I will at the end. We're going to try to do this algebraically. First thing.
Prime.
Find f prime. So this is a simple polynomial, so I get f prime of x is equal to 3x squared minus 4. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Good. How many possible zeros are there for this thing? 2. Right? So what I'm going to do, so that's step 1. We got to find f prime of x. Step 2 would be what?
Plug it in.
No.
Find the zeros.
Find the zeros.
Alright, Bobby just.
How do you say that in Spanish?
Zero.
Yeah, it's pretty much 0, right? Find the zeros, right?
Zero.
F prime, in other words, what values of x make f prime equal 0? So I'm going to set this equal to 0. I get 3x squared minus 4, right?
It's a C.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. So then this becomes, if I add 4 to both sides, I get 3x squared equals 4. 4 over 3 equals x squared. Plus or minus the square root of 4. Right?
Yeah.
Can I do better than that?
Probably.
Yeah. I could probably pull out the 4, right, and toss the 2 to the front. But since it's in your book like this, we'll just leave it alone. All right? So those are the 2 zeros. So now, here's what I'm going to do. I have 2 zeros. I have one at negative root 4 over 3, and one at positive root 4 over 3. And I should probably...
The 3 is in the root 2, correct?
I know. I'm going to change it, make it a little... Trying to hurry up and do it, because you guys are losing interest. All right.
That is negative.
Huh? Thank you. All right. So now, what number is right in the middle of those?
0.
0.
Yes.
Let's pick like negative 100 here, and over here let's pick like
85. 2.
100.
Oh.
Okay.
Why make
Now,
it
because I want to show you it doesn't matter. We're just trying to figure out if it's positive or negative, right? So now, what do I evaluate? Which function, f or f prime?
F prime.
F prime. So I'm gonna think to myself that f prime of x is equal to 3 times x squared minus 4. So if I plug in a negative 100, that becomes well, basically 100 squared, which is really big. What is that, about 10,000? No, wait, 1,000? How many zeros?
What?
4 zeros. So it's 10,000. 3 times 10,000 is 30,000 minus 4 is 29,996.
Actually, it's negative 3,004.
How is that?
Well, it was negative.
Oh, because it's
Yeah, but when you square a negative, it becomes.
Positive.
So I guess I was right. But thank you, that's a common mistake. So anyways, this is positive, right? That's positive, right?
Yes.
Yes. Now, you might be under the assumption that the next section of our little grid here is going to be negative. That's not
No,
always
it's not.
true.
It's not. I
It's
just
not.
did it. It's positive.
Because positive squared is still positive, sir.
So 0 minus 4 is what?
What?
I'm going to plug 0 in here. What's 0 minus 4?
Negative.
Negative.
4.
Now, before I was rudely interrupted, what I was trying to say is most of the time you'll have this pattern, positive, negative, positive pattern. You got to plug the number in and check it, okay? And you got to plug it in correctly. That helps. And I'm just giving you guys a hard time. We're trying to hurry up and get
You
this stuff.
guys, you did it.
Okay, so sometimes at a min or maximum, it kind of plateaus. Or if we have a multiplicity, of a root. So it very rarely happens, but you could have positive. So we got to plug the number in and check. So now when I plug in 100, 100 squared is 10,000. 3 times 10,000 is 30,000. Minus 4, well, that's positive, right? So where is it increasing?
From 0 to 100.
Okay.
Yeah. So, well, actually, it's from negative infinity to negative root 4 over 3, right? And
Oh, the union.
positive 4 over 3 to infinity. So that's where it's increasing.
Wait, why is it increasing from negative infinity to...
Because any number beyond this is positive for the slope. So that's going to be increasing.
Wait, why isn't it increasing from 0 to positive infinity? If like.
Well, let me finish and then you'll see why, okay? Where's it positive at? From here all the way that way to negative infinity. Where is it positive at? From here all the way this way to negative infinity. Where is it negative at? In between. So it's going to be decreasing from negative 4 over 3, comma, root 4, 4 over 3. Now technically, some books write it this way where they put the parentheses. Your textbook puts the brackets. I suppose you could debate over which is correct. I'm really just concerned with, in other words, you might have a bracket here and a bracket here at the 0. Because it is decreasing all the way up to that point. Okay? But technically, right at that point, it is neither increasing nor decreasing. Now, I said it's increasing all the way up to the negative root 4 over 3, then it decreases, then it increases. Now, if I were to graph that, it should look like this, right?
Yep.
If I graph that, I'm not quite sure, but I know at negative root 4 over 3 and at root 4 over 3 here, what did I say it was doing here?
Decreasing.
No, it was increasing. So the function's going to have a behavior like this. And then at this point, it's going to
Plateau.
decrease, and then here it's going to increase. Sort of. It should look sort of something like that, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Let's see if we're right.
I don't think so.
My hair was covering my face. I didn't see the section.
Yeah, I just saw this.
Oh. Yeah.
So I was like,
Throwing
that'd be tap.
He's done.
I'm still recording, by the way.
Oh, yep.
We're trying to fill in the silence.
All right. So now, if I silence is okay. If I change this, what was my original function?
X cubed minus 4.
X.
X.
All right. So now, if I graph that, let's zoom out a little bit.
It looks right.
Yeah, it looks right.
Oh, I thought we were graphing F prime.
So if you were to say what Mr. Adams was doing, I was
Correct?
correct. Okay.
Okay.
So that's what it looks like. And by the way, what's this hump right here? Where's that? What's that relative?
Local maximum.
Global or local?
I said local.
Local. Okay, so this is a local max and a local min.
Yeah.
Now you want to see something interesting? If I come back in here and your textbook points this out, and I say 3x squared minus 4, that's the derivative. Guess where it crosses the x-intercept?
At the maximum.
At the same x value for the max and min.
Whoa.
Guess where it's positive?
Right on the left. And
Yeah, so
right
right here we have a positive value. Guess where it's decreasing?
there.
Right here where it's a negative y value. Does that make sense? Do you guys understand that?
Y'all.
It took me, when I learned this, it took me a
Wait,
while
say
to
that one more
figure it out.
time?
So like if you look at the graph here, right? F prime, this is F prime.
Yep.
Whatever the y value for F prime is right there, it is positive, right?
Okay.
Well, that means that my function should be increasing. Guess what it's doing?
Increasing.
Increasing right up until here.
Oh.
Okay? And so now if I come in from here to here, what is my f prime value? Negative, right? So that means that my function should be decreasing,
Oh, that's cool.
right? And then if I come from here to here,
Increasing again.
from here it's increasing again, and so
We were right.
then the function increases.
Got it.
And the next thing is f double prime tells us concavity. So I'm just doing one thing at a time today.
Wait,